Hi ladies, it's me coming to you live from my office on Monday morning. All right, happy to see that you guys are happy to know that you guys are going to watch this video. So I'm going to talk about sponsoring, okay? And if you noticed, I didn't use the word recruiting. And the reason that I have changed my thinking about that is sometimes recruiting can have a negative connotation. All right, and it can make people feel pressured. It also can make you feel pressured. So I want you to change your verbiage that you talk with people about joining your team to sponsoring or mentoring or your teammate, advocate, whatever. But I really would like you to start weaning recruit out of your vocabulary. So I want you to understand that adding to your team is a process. It really is. There's steps that you need to take, and very seldom does somebody just call you up and say, "Hi, I want to join your team." It does happen, but not very often. So the first thing I want you to do is when someone shows an interest or you believe that they could be a good teammate, I want you to start building a rapport with them, and you need to build trust, all right? And you do that by having conversations with them just about their general life, all right? You don't start in with, "Hey, I think you'd be great on my team," or blah, 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 because that will put them off right away. Okay, sharing your enthusiasm is a great thing, but you also need to learn that timing of when it's going to be the most effective. All right, so discover what they want, okay, what their dreams are. Okay, they want to take the kids to Disneyland, they want to buy a new car, they want to pay off their mortgage a little bit early. Okay, so these are things that they want but don't have. And so you can figure out a way to help them understand that would be their why, okay, and why they would join a Scentsy, all right? So the other thing you want to do is make sure that you continue some one-on-one conversations with them and let them know that you support them, okay, in their thinking process, because a lot of times they're thinking about it, okay? They're not just saying, "Yep, I'm going to do that." All right, so the one-on-one, okay, a lot of times a text is less invasive than a phone call, all right, and you don't want to do it a lot because you don't want to appear like you're nagging them or stalking them. And I tell people all the time, "Okay, I'm not going to be your Scentsy stalker, promise, okay, we're going to talk a little bit, and I'll support you if you decide to join the team and all of that. But until then, I'll let you know that I am going to be contacting you. But anyway, I'm just not going to stalk you." So it's all about that verbiage. So focus on the benefits of joining Scentsy. And benefits are not that we have beautiful warmers and wax that can't be beat. Benefits are making money by doing the parties to be able to pay for the trip they want or the car they want, okay? You do want to talk to them about their income potential, all right? And don't, please, 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 do not give them figures that are just out of this world. Or you're going to make $10,000 your first month. It isn't a reality, okay? The reality is you have average parties of 400 to 500, okay? And if you have 2 parties a month, this is how much you're going to put in your pocket, all right? And be honest and be realistic about them. You can also tell them about, moving up in rank. So, but don't overwhelm them with the compensation plan, because honestly, I'm still trying to understand some of it, okay? And they don't want all of those facts and figures. Sure, they want to know how much money they're going to make, but they don't want a lot of extraneous stuff. So tell them how they can make money doing this by having basket parties. They can do it online. They can do events. They can do fundraisers. They can do home parties, okay? And see if you can't figure out which one they kind of gravitate to. Some people say, "I'm not doing a home party." Okay, well, then do basket parties, okay? So figure out what they want to do, all right? So tell them about the training, okay? How much training we have available to them on the workstation and how you are going to be there to support them. And remind them that when you support them, that doesn't mean that they hesitate calling you because they don't want to bother you. Okay, that you as a sponsor want to support them and that it makes you feel effective, okay, and it also helps them as a teammate. So if someday they decide they're going to build a team, they will tell their new teammates, you know what, call me. If you have a question, call me, okay? I want you to talk to every hostess you have about a flip party, all right? And when you call her, I want you to have that be one of the last things you talk about. And we all know, well, we may not all know, but a flip party is where you go there as the consultant, all right, and you set up the party and do the party like you would, okay? But in the meantime, she has already signed up before the party starts, and then you announce to everybody that this is her launch party, and that they are all now going to be purchasing Scentsy from her because she has just started this new business. And it makes a huge difference on how a consultant starts off. If she can start off with a bang, even a $300 party, it makes her feel good and it makes her have an absolutely positive outlook on this, all right? So you also want to pay attention to sealing the deal, okay? If she wants to do a flip party, get a date booked, all right? If she doesn't want to seal the deal, ask her if you guys can't hook up at Starbucks where there's internet or whatever, and you can show her the process of signing up and be there for her when she signs up. It's about paying attention to what she wants and what she needs, okay? So those are my tips on sponsoring, okay? And so what I want to remember is that you need to have recruiting packets, okay? And let me get here my thingy, the jiggy. Okay. All right. Do you see the little catalog bags that we get from Scentsy? You can put everything you want in a catalog bag, and that will be fine. You don't need any fancy schmancies, all right, to make your recruiting packets. But I will show you what I do. And I do this because I think that the more color, the more creative, okay, for some people, when they have it in their hand, it feels better. And that doesn't mean if you're not creative that you have to go out and start doing this. So anyway, first thing I want to show you is, okay, so see this right here? It's a peachy, okay? It is half a peachy that I cut in half. And then what I did was, all right, I folded it in half again, okay? So here is your peachy, all right? You can turn it on this side so it doesn't have all the writing on it, okay? And then here's one that I've done up, okay? And it has my label on it, all right? And inside, you will see that it has our business card, and then there is a sample attached to the bottom of, attached to the business card, and I stapled it to the business card. All right, because really, it is about the scent. We all know that. All right, so what else I put in here, and see these all slide in this nice little folder right here, which is what I love. Okay, it all stays together, is I put a product sheet with my label on it. The reason I put a product sheet on it is because say you give out 50 packets a year. That's 50 catalogs, and that can become quite costly. All right, and these here are just as good as a catalog, and they're less bulky. All right, and you can always give her a catalog when you meet with her later on. That's not a problem. Okay, so those are the product sheets, and then the other one I do is the host and join brochure, and as you see, everything is labeled. Every single piece of paper that you put in a host or join packet, you want to make sure that your label is on them, okay? And I've left this all blank, but on the back, what I've done is I have written our story, okay? And this is just a little Word document that I made, all right, about how we started Scentsy and how we're doing. And it just personalizes it just a little bit, all right. And as you can see, it has my label on it, okay. And then here are the top reasons to become a Scentsy consultant. And you can find this document on the workstation, and you can just copy it off, all right. And then I've just made sure that when I printed them off, I was able to get 2 per sheet, okay, so that I could do more than one and not waste so much paper. So see how simple this is? There isn't much to it, okay? It takes a little bit of doing to get these together, all right? But that's it. And I want you to keep sponsoring a #1 thought on your mind, okay? And why should you sponsor? Well, it's to build your team, okay? But I was with my girlfriend at Hobby Lobby this weekend, and I found the most appropriate sign, because when you sponsor someone, your job is to inspire them, okay? And this says inspire, all right? It's a verb. It's to encourage somebody to greater effort, enthusiasm, or creativity. Awaken a particular feeling in somebody, okay? So I want you to remember what it was like when you first started Scentsy and you were so excited and blah, all of that, okay? And I want you to get that excitement, okay, for your new teammates and transfer that into them, all right? So Monday morning chat is complete, and I'm so proud of all of you guys for everything that you've done. And anyway, you guys are really working hard to become directors, and I want you to know that Chris and I are very, very proud of you. All right, so I will talk to you on Team Chat, and I'll see you again next Monday. All right, bye-bye, ladies.